Hi there, Smart Drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test talking to you today about not failing a road test, how to pass a road test and not fail. And we're competing against Super Bowl Sunday, so we'll see how we do today with not failing a road test and how to be successful first time. Stick around. We'll be right back with that information. If you're new to Smart Drive Test helps new drivers get a license, veteran drivers to remain crash-free, and CDL drivers to start a career as a truck or bus driver. So consider subscribing as well. Hit that bell. That way you'll get instant notification when I get the videos up for you. Chanel is here from Fort Worth, Texas. Kia's here. Maria's here. Clayton's here. Brody. We did, in fact, hit 90,000 Smart Drivers today. So thank you for your support of the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments and questions. All of this has made the Smart Drive Test incredibly successful. Driving examiners and being unsuccessful on a road test, you are rarely failed for one thing. Driving examiners will tell you one or two things that you failed, but they are limited in the amount of time that they have for the debrief. Then they can. Some of the myths around a driving test: driving centers have a pass quota. That's a myth. They simply don't have a pass quota. You simply were not prepared to do your road test. Some states, some people have said to me that, oh, our state no longer does parallel parking. That's simply not true. Every driving test center has parallel parking as its basis. You must do parallel parking for the purposes of a road test, and you must be competent at it. Edgeline, I almost lost control of my car in a sharp curve because I believe my sort of still higher than I thought. I learned to reduce maneuverability speeds. Yes, and that is an excellent point. Remember that the faster you go, the less control of the vehicle you have in turns and curves. So in other words, the slower you go, the more traction you have. As well, the more traction you have, therefore the vehicle turns sharper. So the slower you go, the more control you're going to have of the vehicle. Before you back up the vehicle, do a 360-degree scan. When you're reversing, make sure you're looking out through the back window, and you can have one hand on the steering wheel while you're backing up. Only after you get your license do I recommend that you drive with the flow of traffic. But for now, you need to practice driving the speed limit because you need to do that to be successful on your road test. It probably would have taken me 2 days to do it. So first of all, I have my time to consider. It's going to take me 2 days to change it. And it took them, literally, it took them 40 minutes to change the exhaust on my car. And if something had gone wrong when I bought the parts and changed the parts out, it's not under warranty. So if the catalytic converter had gone when I changed it, I would have been out another $400 plus I would have to get under there and change it again. Whereas if you take it to a professional and they do the work, it's warranted, it's guaranteed, and if something goes wrong, you can just take it back to the shop and they can fix it again. One of the things when I was driving for Greyhound, when I first started driving for Greyhound, that I had a great deal of difficulty with was drunk people on the bus. It didn't happen very often, but every now and again it did happen that at 2 o'clock in the morning you would stop somewhere for a meal break or those types of things, and a drunk person would come up and would get on the bus. And I talked to my manager and I said, listen, these people are disturbing the other 50 people, 35 or 40 people on my bus. What do I do about these people? And he said, you can't refuse service. And I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't a week later, I was in Aubrey, which is the town on the state line between New South Wales and Victoria when you're going from Sydney, Australia to Melbourne. And I'm there, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. This guy comes up, he's completely blotto, like completely drunk. He gets on the bus. We didn't get 30 miles down the road. He went in the toilet, and he puked all over everything. And, you know, it just had to clean it up. It was a mess. I stopped. I was late. People were complaining on the bus because it was just vilely, just putrid. It was awful. Anyway, so I'm complaining to one of the veteran drivers about these people who are drunk on my bus, and what do I do with them? And he says to me, he says, I got the best thing for you. He says, all you do is, he said, when they come up and they show you your ticket, all you do is you say, not your bus, mate. Your bus will be along in about 20 minutes. I'm like, brilliant. So I'm in Shepparton one night. I'm on the milk run up to Canberra, and this guy comes up and he's completely blotto. And I just said to him, I said, hey mate, not your bus. Sorry, your bus will be along in about 20 minutes. Handed back his ticket, got on the bus, drove away, and That's how you deal as a bus driver with drunk people. You just tell them it's not their bus and carry on with your life. So there you go. There's a little bit of advice for you for those of you who might be thinking about going into driving a bus. We're on the final leg here. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm going to get the video up for you on buying a used vehicle and things that you should look for and those types of things. So all the best. Have a great night, and remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer.